Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pro Clubs Weekly. I am your host as always, Eightball, and as always, I am joined in the commentary box tonight by the one, the only, Domino! Domino, how the devil are you, good sir?
Mate, we are rolling with 2024. It's our second game of the night and I couldn't be happier. It's what I love to do, it's what we love to do, it's what our fans love to see. Eightball, talk to the people who we got on.
Yeah, not to ruin the illusion or anything, but we do record these several games in one night, and this is the second one of the night. And for us, we've just got into 2024, but by the time you guys watch this, I imagine it'll be quite deep into 2024. Yeah. Well, at least January 2024 anyway. We're not going to release it in like June or anything. So we are a little bit behind. Bear with us. And speaking of being behind, this is the last game of the season for the VPG eSports Prem. And the reason we put this on because it is the fight for second place. So it's going to be two huge teams, and it is two huge teams. It is Capricarolesque, which we're going to lovingly refer to as Capri. They are in the red. And it's channel favourites One Mind, who are in the Dortmund kit. Last season's Champions E League winners, Domino.
And what a couple of games that was to cover. That was, to me, there's a lot of games that I consider as my favourites, and I do have a top pick, but that was one of the series, mate, where I absolutely love doing it. And I remember it's one of the time my laptop caught on fire as well, because it was a big old video.
The game was too hot.
Yeah, well, exactly. And this game looks like to catch on fire at the minute with Capri coming up here on this left-hand side. The ball got swung in. The man did look offside, but strong gloves from the keeper. Held it comfortably. And we're back on the attack here. And I tell you what, Captain. Capri here are getting the better. Eightball, do you know where which one's sitting in second and which one's sitting in third?
So One Mind are currently in second, and they are favourites for second because they're ahead.
Yep.
If Capri win this and the next game, they can finish second.
Okay.
So it's all to play for, and there are monetary prizes in VPG as well, don't forget. So there's also the monetary side of it. So again, this is basically, we love a cup final on this on this channel, you know that. And we've gone route one. Oh my goodness gracious me. And Polga will not score an easier goal than that all season on the very last game of the season. And Domino was saying the stakes are so high, that's what it does to some people. I mean, I'm sure FIFA didn't help them out at all, but the rush of blood to the head from the goalkeeper, Domino, offer me a defence or
the sweeper keeper. Actually, he was committed to win that. The centre-half done exactly what the centre-half should have done and got back in that position to win it. Then FIFA locked the centre-half onto it, other than the keeper. Yeah. The keeper had the animation, and the centre-half thought the keeper was winning it, took the heavy touch. But, look, we say it time and time again on this channel, strikers need to be reading that. The best strikers in this game read things like that. Everyone thinks that's an easy goal, but you've got to be there, and you've got to read that to win it. And he did that, and it's a great save, and it's double on the post, and it's the physics. Eightball is the physics again. I'm losing. I need to go back to school, Eightball, because
posted in
the touch in as well. I don't know if that will come down as an own goal with both of it coming off the post and the centre half unfortunately getting the last touch to put it in. But what else can you do in that position, Eightball?
There's just I was going to say it before they scored, there's an absolute plethora of talent on show here, and again here we go, stabbed into top bins with the Luis Suarez-esque finish, and the gritty comes out. It's 2-1. They've completely turned this around in the space of 5 or 6 virtual minutes.
Right, Eightball, there's games that we've covered, and we covered one fairly recently that where it was a bit of a stalemate because both teams didn't want to break the deadlock. Both teams were kind of playing a bit edgy.
How many
and
men
look
got
at
going
this.
forward. He's still got it. Polga's still got it. Stabs it in. Headed down nicely. And I don't know what's going on. I feel like both of these teams have said, look, we're not going to defend. Let's just see who can score the most.
Eightball, he was offside. But the ball ended up in their own half, so talk me through the rules on that one.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make this formation make sense as well, because here's Stefinho, good tackle, and I feel like players coming back, they're going to give a penalty for, aren't they? I feel like players are coming back to tackle more. It's not a penalty, it's a goal, it's a free kick.
Yeah.
But I feel like players are coming back to tackle more than the actual defence is being able to step forward, and I don't understand what's going on. But One Mind are leaving 1 or 2 players at the back. I mean, look now, they've got 1 against 3, and every time Capri get the ball, they look like they're going to score, but they're also losing the game.
Yeah, but also every time One Mind get the ball,
how many men they've got forward.
Yeah,
what is this?
I don't really understand it. All he's got to do is play that across, and he has power shot. Oh my! You're not doing anything from there. You're not doing anything from there. So you're on the penalty spot with a power shot. Eightball, I don't care if you've got 3 keepers in goal. No one's saving it. Ain't no one saving
To
it.
me, the keeper still actually dived the right way for it. I would be diving out the way of it.
Yeah, mate. That reminds me of when I was in goal in year 6 and someone smashed the ball out of me. I don't have gloves on, and we said no blasties.
I'm so confused. I don't know. One Mind, please comment down. Like, what was? I mean, they're still in the game. They'll probably go on and win just to prove me wrong. But what is the tactic here? I love it. I wish all teams did it, but I feel like something's gone on here, and they're in again. It's top bins, Domino. It's top bins. What am I watching? I don't have any words. I physically don't have any words. We've done about 150 games. I've never seen anything like this.
The hardest thing for me is if this was 2 completely random teams on the channel, we didn't know their quality, we'd be like, that's an odd setup. We know how good One Mind are and how excellent each individual player is. I don't think it's a player issue. It's like you said earlier, it's more of a formation issue. I mean, look how many players they've got up front, and
here we go again.
It's 1 versus 4 constantly. It's like they're playing a back 4, but the wing back.
Not interested.
but
yeah, I don't know what the formation is. It's like when you want your team to lose on Football Manager, and you just chuck them all up top. I mean, it's working here because it's literally 5 against 2, but also for the other 40 minutes of the game, it's just not worked. But, I mean, the game's not over. The game's barely begun, and we've already had 5 goals. We're going to find out what this formation is about and what it does for a team like One Mind, because I'm looking at some of their players, and they've got some of the best centre-backs in clubs. And I haven't seen them play centre-back yet. And here is Polga, steps it over to the man with the cannon, Capone, with his 2nd of the game. And it's going exactly how you would expect it to go, playing this formation. And unless we don't know something that these guys do know, because this is crazy. Polga comes forward again. He doesn't square it this time. And the first bit of defending I've seen, they let them get the ball back. They flick the ball up, edge of the box, scissored, and I'm just surprised it didn't nestle in top bins. But yeah, I feel like there's something here we don't know, Domino, and I'm absolutely fine with that. In fact, I'm used to not knowing what the hell's going on, especially if there's going to be 6 goals involved. I'll welcome it on the channel every single week. Domino, give us some insight, please. Please.
Well, there's nothing. What insight would you like me to bring you here? I mean, it's very simple for even the most casual viewer to understand this. You can't leave 1 against 5 defensively because you will get 4 goals scored past you. Now, One Mind got back in the game brilliantly. It's 2 goals in the space of, again, like 5 virtual minutes. They done really well, turned the game around, and after that, you do expect, like, look, we took the lead here, we're back in the game. We're gonna have to play a bit more conservative, a little bit more defensive. They've played this game. I mean, credit to One Mind, but they've played this game like they're 5-0 down and they need to get these goals back. And I genuinely don't understand. I need someone to comment down below.
Please do. Help us out.
Someone from One Mind, please comment down below if you've just decided, you know what, let's make this game an absolute fest and treat PC Dubs and the fans to it, because I am unsure what's happening. But look, Abel, we're here for the second half. Let's see what happens, mate.
Yeah, we're going to roll with it as well. And to be fair, Dom, it would be very, very like us if they went on and won this game. They've got the players to do it. I'm just looking around. They've got some ridiculous players who are end of season in the top 1, 2, and 3 in each position. If any team's going to do it, it's going to be these lot. However, try telling that to Capri, because they have been absolutely lethal in front of goal so far. And yes, it is a bit of a strange game. I mean, they are pressing 5 forward as we speak right now. But you still got to put these chances away, and that's what they've done so far. So let it continue. I'm absolutely fine with it, Domino. I'm absolutely fine with it. I mean, we had a game a couple of videos ago now, which we said was arguably the best game we've ever had on the channel. I'm not sure that first half, as exciting as it was, is the best game. Okay, but it might be. Okay, now it might be. I was rambling. The goal stopped me rambling. This has potential now, Domino, because I think this is up there in maybe the top 5 of most goals we've ever had in a video.
April, we are recording this again live. Me and you are live. Are you sure this game is not a friendly? Are you sure we've covered an actual VPG League game and this is not a friendly? Because I am confused.
What I have just seen is Sassy Junior's in goal, and whilst I'm not gonna goalkeeper bash him, he might be amazing. He's usually a winger, and he's one of the best wingers in the league.
One of the best wingers I've ever seen.
So that's clue number 1. Dominic, I mean, this may well be a friendly. It's got friendly vibes on it. However, we're going to dress it up like the VPG game. We think it is. And hope that no one gets a penalty. Hope that no one queries it. I mean, why would you query it? Even if we are wrong, you just let this one roll.
Oh, because... mate, friendly, no friendly, even if they're from different organisations, mate. I'm watching this. And I'm enthralled, and I'm here till the end, and it stays big.
Sassy Junior, we told you he was a top quality goalkeeper.
Told you that's his second position.
What is he doing? It worked quite well for a bit, and he's still got it. Mookie again, one of the best centre backs in the game. Gets absolutely crunched by the man with a booking. He celebrates. It goes into the back post. Sassy Junior gets sat down. It's cleared off the line.
What a slide tackle!
Hooked off the line.
It's got to be penalty, hasn't it? It got to be penalty and red card.
I didn't see anyone. They gave the penalty. I actually didn't see anyone.
He's going in the centre again. He's going in the centre again. I'll tell you this now for a fact.
Bottom left.
He's going in the centre again. It's an absolute fact. I told you. It's an absolute fact.
5-3, guys. Answers on a postcard, please, or down in the comments. This is probably easier. Let us know if have we got the wrong idea here.
Have we got the wrong teams?
I also don't care. Travella saved by Zinni, who might not be a goalkeeper either. He's just pinged that Ace Scorpion, who is a centre back, who seems to be playing up front, slots it back, and it's 4-5. Game on.
April. I think for the next virtual, 35 minutes, I think we should just sit here.
Just be quiet.
Just sit here and watch.
It suits me just fine.
Go grab a beer, grab some leftover eggnog, mate. And
That's not a bad shout. It strikes me as, I mean, obviously the quality's there. Some of the goals have been ridiculous. Even some of the skill moves out of centre-back have been ridiculous. It strikes me as a game that perhaps there isn't anything to play for.
It's got to be April.
As we believe. I mean, they are making a game of it now. I mean, it's 5-4 going into the last 20 minutes. I feel like if they were trying to get second place, they would actually take that. It's back post Stefinio. It does hit him. He is offside. But Capri do seem to be taking it relatively seriously. Their lineup does seem to be pretty spot on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if they just didn't get the memo from One Mind, but yeah, this is one of the strangest games I've ever seen. As current Ballon d'Or winner, De Vrij makes that tackle in CDM. Again, one of the best players in clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Francois back to the ball winner.
They should have put De Vrij in goal as well.
We got the man on the booking sliding around for joy. He doesn't take the man out, but you bet your bottom dollar he will be getting sent off this game because it's had everything other than teammates tackling each other. It's got absolutely everything. This one's been wild, and this is definitely one for the. This Sassy is one for the ages.
Sassy had it covered.
Sassy knows what he's doing. Come We'll guys, if you're good to us, we'll get you Sassy's goalkeeper build as a baller build, as a special holiday treat. Barbosa into Stefanio's feet. De Freezy comes in with a 2-foot.
I thought that was actually quite a good tackle.
It wasn't bad, was it, actually?
No.
But
it wouldn't strike me, genuinely wouldn't strike me, if Sassy is probably using his winger build in goal.
It's blocked. I mean, one of his team, I assume the goalkeeper's playing outfield, maybe. Unfortunately, I don't know who the goalkeeper is for One Mind. You would like to think we do at this point, wouldn't you?
He's got to be shooting from here, surely. Surely, I'd shoot from here.
Right, there's 10 minutes left. There's only a goal in it at this point. The most rugby conversion looking.
I was about to say that's 3 points, mate. That's 3 points.
I mean, as apparently jokes as they're taking this, they are still in it, and they could still get something out of it should they choose to. Clearly they choose not to, as they step out the completely wrong time. Sassy comes flying out. Polga will put that one away for his hat-trick in the 83rd minute, and that makes it 6-4. People are getting chopped off of the ball, and how on earth has this game made it onto PC Dubs?
I don't know. There might be a slight error, but mate, I'm putting this out all day long. I do not care. This is one of my favourite games I've ever seen.
And obviously we don't know the results before we pick these games up either. Not that I would ever question. I mean, it probably won't finish 6-4, but I wouldn't query 6-4 with 2. This is... Oh my goodness me.
Talk about doing everything right, and the easiest part of the job.
Yeah, I wouldn't query why two teams of this standard, of the professionalism of the two teams, would put on a show like this. But hey, we picked it up out of all the hundreds of games.
Oh my Jesus Christ!
Out of all the hundreds of games that we could ever pick, we ended up with this one. And we will be putting it out as well.
Oh, 100% April. This is probably one of my favourite games. I told you this. This is definitely one of my favourite games. And just some of the abilities that I've seen in here. Yeah, it might be. Obviously, now it's quite clear that they are taking this as a bit of banter.
I'm a bit worried how long it took us to actually catch on.
Well, to be fair, it was actually quite like we were just like perplexed with it until it got to the second half, and I was like, no one's doing anything. And I was like, well, there it is, 8-ball. There it goes. There's a treat for all the people in the community. If you want to know what a high competitive game with everyone taking it seriously looks like, because that's how it looks.
Super serious. Yeah, I mean, we took it serious for the first 40 minutes. What we do need to know is comment below the minute you realised it was a joke game and how many minutes before us it was, because now I'm looking back and I'm quite embarrassed.
Well, but I thought about 8-ball. I didn't want to, as like I said, you don't know the results or anything. I thought about when they kept leaving one man up, he didn't even react, and people trying to dribble it out, and I'm like, 8-ball, are you sure this is not a friendly? And then when you got further on, I was like, this is gone. I'm going to have to say something, because I'm going to look dumb if I don't call it a friendly. Like, I'm going to look dumb.
We will just double check. This, like Domino said, this is live. We only ever do this in one take, so we will leave it up regardless. Check the video description now, because it will tell you whether or not it's a real game or a friendly.
8-ball, it can't be a real game. There's no way it's a real. And if it is
a real game, for that reason, I hope it is a real game.
8-ball, there's no way this could be a real game unless it is a real game. But there was nothing on the line here. For example, No One Night is the last game. One Mind knew that they can't get to third place, and again, Capri knew that they had second or whatever it was, and it was just a dead rubber, and everyone was just like, do you know what? Let's go have some free fun. Let's go have a bit banter. Both managers thought, yeah. And if it is actually a proper game, mate, treat us to the last game of the season. Love it.
Yeah, they could have let us know. I think that's the point. Just on the off chance this is one of the 800 games that happens a week that we happen to cover. They could. It's just rude at this point. There's not really much to say other than I hope you enjoyed it at home.
I did.
We certainly did. We're a bit speechless. It was quite difficult to commentate over. I think that might be the most difficult game we've ever commentated over. But it's done now, Domino. We've made it to the end. I think we're better people for it.
Well, look, when curveball comes at you at live, look, this is not on the players. This is on us as individuals. When curveballs come at you at live, you've got to be able to adapt and go on with it. And to be fair, I thought we were quite professional throughout. Do you know what I mean?
For the first 40 minutes, we were pretty professional, but now I'm quite embarrassed. So we're going to leave it there. Please do like, please do subscribe. We'll try and bring you more games like that. I feel like the rest of the games now are going to be pretty boring. But yeah, as always, join the Discord if that's your thing. Lots and lots of fun. Win lots of money. Well, win some money. And yeah, comment down man of the match, Domino, or just the minute.
Just the minute you realise that this was a bit about her.
And comment for support for us, please, because that was quite a full-on video. Domino, I'm going to guess there's not really much for you to say.
Well, April, I think, do you know what, Capri, you played excellent there, and I think one mind you defended really well. I think the strategy in defence is slightly different. Also, I don't think you should have the best winger play goalkeeper, but look, I'm not the manager, guys, and it's what you wanted. Nah, I'm only joking, boys. Sick game, loved it. April, let's roll on, son. Well done, guys.
And watch out for our next video. It's going to be a Monday Night Football analysis of the tactics that both of those teams used in that video. Good night, God bless, and see you on the next video.
See ya!